Good morning. Good morning. We'll start soon. Thank you all for being here with me. Second to last class of the year. Next week's class is the last class of the year. Wow. Because I'm taking a break in December. And then we will resume. I think we will resume in January. I'm feeling like that'll be the right thing to do. So you all can have a little break. Or you can go back and watch the videos that I have posted already. There's a lot of live practices on there. And then I'm still gonna record and post stuff while we take our break. So you'll have plenty to do if you are still looking to practice. So if you need water or if you need props, go ahead and grab that. And I'm gonna grab my watch real quick. It's been looking very wintry outside lately. I don't know how I feel about that. What time is it? All right, it's 9 o'clock. We can get started. So just take a seated position on your mat, comfortable position. You can come to easy pose. Remember, if you need, if your hips aren't quite open and easy pose has you hunched over like this, grab yourself a pillow or a blanket or a book or something. Bring it up underneath your hips, and it'll have some elevation, and that'll help get you in the easy pose. So let's come to easy pose. Hands resting on the knees. And let's just flip our palms upward. Just as a gesture of receiving, a gesture of gratitude. And let's start with some breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale through the nose one more time. Holding it at the top. Exhale, side out. And bring yourself back to your natural breath. Letting those shoulders relax and fall down. Letting your body be rested and relaxed as we prepare for our yoga practice. And if you're looking to set an affirmation for your practice, for your day, for your year, you can do so at this time. Affirmations may begin with I am, I will, or I choose. Bringing that affirmation into your mind, breathing it in, letting go any fear, worry, or doubt. Take a few more breaths here in your easy pose. And on your next inhale, rotate your head to the right side. Inhale back, exhale forward. Moving with your breath. Full neck movements, full circles. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. And do the same thing, switch directions, move to your left. Inhale back, exhale forward. Bring your head back to a neutral space. Hands come to the shoulders. Let's move those elbows in a circle, moving backward. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. Moving with our breath. Same thing, roll those elbows forward, inhale up. Exhale forward and down, move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders. Take your right hand, rest it on the ground beside you. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And you can gently move your head forward and back. Bring your head back to a neutral position. Rest your left hand down, right ear to right shoulder. Move your head forward and back. Nice and gentle. Bring your head back to neutral. Inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers above you as you press your palms towards the ceiling, nice and tall, really pressing those palms away. Inhale. Exhale, release, twist to your right. Let the left hand come on the outside of the right knee. Let your right fingertips face the back wall, and then you'll bring your gaze over this back shoulder to deepen the twist. Take an inhale, come back to center, interlace the fingers, push the palms away. Exhale, release, twist to the left. Same thing, right hand on the outside of left knee. Left fingertips face the back wall. Bring your gaze over the left shoulder. Take an inhale, come back to center. Interlace those fingers, press the palms away again. Exhale, release the right hand down, bring the left arm up and over. Maybe your right forearm comes down to the ground, maybe it doesn't. Either way, we're extending all the way through those fingertips. Try not to round your arm, but keeping it straight. Inhale, come through the center. Exhale, bring the left arm down, right arm up and over, bringing it straight. Left forearm could come down. Just reaching it over the ear. Maybe opening the heart up towards the sky if that feels okay. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away again. Exhale, release the hands behind you. Interlacing the fingers behind you. Rolling the shoulders back. Chest open. Just taking a couple breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, arms come out wide. Inhale. Exhale, cross, left arm over right arm, grab either shoulder. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale, arms come back out wide. Exhale, changing the orientation of your arms, crossing the other arm over this side. I forgot what arms were called for a second. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the shoulders and stretch out our wrists. First finger and thumb together first. Stick the pinkies together. Let the hands roll off each other as they roll towards your body. Do the same thing. Roll the wrists away. Take your hands, bring them to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down towards the hips. Letting the fingers press into each other as we stretch the hands and the inside of the wrists. Take an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Let's come up to table position as we move into some cat-cow. Remember to bring the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Rotate the eyes of your elbows forward. Open the chest, lift the chin, flip the tailbone upward as you inhale. Round the spine, tuck the chin under as you exhale. Tuck the tailbone under as well. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just moving through some rounds of cat-cow with your own breath. Inhale up, exhale down. Couple more rounds. Feel free to stay with cat-cow. If you want to add some organic movement, you can do that too. Maybe circling the head and hips to one side and then the other. Come back to a neutral position. Bring those big toes together. Bring your knees out wide and start to float your hips back towards your heels. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and melt down towards your yoga mat. Forehead, chin, or cheek can come down to your mat. Take your palms, place them together, and then bend at your elbows, letting the hands come behind the head. Round that tailbone down towards your mat. Tuck that belly button back towards your spine. Hands come back down. Float your body back up to a table position. We're going to move in a circular motion to our right. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be like floating back towards your child's pose, coming up over the wrists, making a circle around to the right. It's going to help stretch our wrists out a little bit too, and our hips. Let's switch directions. Moving to the other side. Come back to a neutral position. Let's warm up our body a little bit with some bird dogs. So, back in table position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Extend that right foot back, foot is flexed. Now you can stay here, pressing through that heel, or you can extend the left arm out as well. Inhale, exhale, relax. To the other side, left foot, heel presses away. Right arm, maybe your right arm comes out as well. Inhale, exhale, relax. Let's do right foot, left arm again. Inhale, exhale, relax. Other side, left foot, doing only the foot or bringing the right arm. Inhale, exhale, relax. Good. Coming back down to table pose. Extend your right foot back. Coming up on that right toe. Pressing the right heel away. Getting a nice stretch in the right calf. Inhale. Exhale. Release the right knee down. Let's do it on the left side. Extend that left foot back. Tucking the left toe under. Pressing that heel away. Come back to neutral. Let's come up to our first down dog. Remember your puppy pose if you're not ready for down dog. Puppy pose looks like this. You're down on the knees and your arms extend out. That's your modification. If you're ready for down dog, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. And remember, you want to focus on your torso being long rather than your legs being straight. So if you're too far forward, if you're rounded or anything like that, if your down dog looks like a plank, bend your knees and press through your arms. Bent knees are okay. Let's take some breaths. Bring your gaze up in between your hands. Start to walk your feet up behind your hands. Deep bend in the knees. Grab either elbow. Come down to forward fold. Let your head hang. Feel free to rock side to side. Keep that bend in your knees. Tuck your chin under, down to your chest. Roll up to standing. Arms come with you as you inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Good. And release your hands down to your sides. Come into mountain pose. Palms facing outward. Come to the top of your mat. Maybe there's a foot or so between your toes and the top of your mat. And we're going to move through a sun salutation B. So a sun salutation B, it has a couple steps added on than our regular sun salutation warm-up. So let's sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, I want you to shift your weight into your heels as you sit down into chair pose. You should be able to wiggle your toes. If you want a challenge, look up in between your hands. Inhale, straighten the knees out, small back bend. Exhale, dive down to a forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Fingertips can stay on the ground or hands can come to shins, making sure those shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down in front of the feet, step or jump back to a plank position as if you're going to do a push-up. If you need to modify, drop down to the knees. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way down to the belly, depending on your comfort level. Inhale up, either the cobra or up dog. Cobra, the elbows are still bent. You're just peeling the chest off. Up dog, straighten the elbows all the way. Inhale. Exhale, make your way back to down dog or puppy pose. Tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up and back. Let's take a few breaths. Step that left foot in a half step. Start to extend that right foot up and back. Toes are dialed down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, I want you to come forward. Bring your knee into your chest. You can do this down from your knees too, which looks like this. Just bring your knee into your chest. Extend back again. Inhale. Exhale, this time step that foot up in between the hands. Rotate your back heel down flat. And we'll come up to warrior one. Make sure your knee is aligned over your ankle. And let there be a line from the front heel to the inside arch of your back foot as you rise up to warrior one. Hips are square with the front of your mat. Shoulders are relaxed, but arms are extended. Maybe you even reach back a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down on either side of the foot. Step that right foot back as you come to plank. You can move through your vinyasa again. Lower down, halfway or all the way. Inhale up to cobra up dog. Exhale, make your way back to down dog. Should be feeling that heat building up. I am. Taking some breaths. Remember, if you need to bend your knees in your down dog, please do. Right foot steps in a half step. Left foot extends up and back. Dial those toes down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, float the body forward. Exhale, back again. Or inhale back. Exhale. Step that left foot up this time. Rotate the back heel down flat. Making sure that knee is over the ankle. Get your base nice and strong. Inhale up, warrior one. Maybe reach back. Exhale down. Step that left foot back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take some breaths. Remember, you can rest on your knees if you need it. You can rest in child's pose if you need it. Bring your gaze in between your hands. Step or jump the feet up behind the hands. Inhale up, half lift. Exhale, down, forward fold. Tuck your chin into your chest, bend the knees, roll up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, pull that belly button back towards the spine. Shift your weight into your heels as we sit back in the chair pose again. Good. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, the hands to heart center. And down to your sides for mountain pose. Good. Take a couple breaths. Take a moment to catch your breath if you need to. Take an inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive down to forward fold. And from here, let's step back to our down dog or our puppy pose. Puppy pose is down on the knees if you need it. Walk that left foot in a half step. Extend that right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up in between the hands. However you get it there is fine. And we'll come down on our left knee. Bringing the top of the left foot down on our mat. Pressing that left foot into the mat. Let both hands come above the right knee. Let's come into a low lunge. Really deepening down into your low lunge, maybe bending into that front knee a little further as you get a good hip stretch. If this is a bit of a balance challenge for you, feel free to bring your hands down to the mat while keeping your chest lifted. Then from here, we'll sweep our arms up. Inhale. Exhale, interlace those fingers behind you. Letting the palms come together if that feels comfortable. Pressing those hands down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hand down on either side of the foot. Walk your right foot to the center of your mat. Maybe walk your toes up an inch or so. Start to shift your body weight back as we come into our half split. Toes will face the ceiling. You can inhale to lengthen. Exhale, melt down onto that front leg as much as you can. If you need to have a slight bend in your front knee, that's okay too. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward. We're going to come to a side plank. So step your right foot back. And I'll give you two options for a side plank. Option one, Kick your left foot out, perpendicular to your mat like a kickstand, and extend your right leg out to the side. Make sure that hand is underneath the shoulder, and extend your right arm up. This is your modified version. If you're okay with the full version of side plank, both feet come out to the side, hand is still underneath that shoulder, feet can be stacked, or one foot can be resting in front of the other. Right arm extends up. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower that right hand down. If you want to take a rest, you can. Or if you want to move through your vinyasa, you can. If you want to move through your vinyasa, we chaturanga. Cobra up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Take some breaths in your down dog. If you need a break, drop down to the knees. Take an inhale, extend that left leg back. Exhale, bring it up in between the hands. Come down on the right knee this time, bringing the top of the right foot flat. Both hands come to the right knee as you come to a low lunge here. Remember, if you need some more stability, hands can stay down and the chest stays lifted. If you want to deepen your stretch, feel free to bend into that front knee even further. Feel free to stay where you are, or we'll sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Roll those shoulders down. Press those hands down towards the mat. Cause a little bit of core strength. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down to either side of the foot. Start to shift your weight back. And if you need to, don't forget to walk those toes to the center and maybe up a little bit if you need it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight back forward, stepping that left foot back. Let's move into side plank on the other side. Option one, kick your right foot out this time like a kickstand. Left foot extends to the side, left arm extends up towards the sky. If you're ready for full side plank, both feet come out, feet may be stacked, or top foot in front of bottom foot. Left arm extends up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower that left hand down. You can take a rest or move through your vinyasa. Take a few breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop down to the knees. Put your body forward and come down to your belly. Take the arms, extend them out in front. Extend the legs back. Now from here, while you're down on your belly, press your pelvis into the ground. And from here, start to lift your arms and legs off the ground as much as you can, or it might just be your arms if you're not quite ready to do both. And just hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Make a pillow with your hands, rest your cheek down. And we'll do that again. Take your arms, extend them out in front. Press your pelvis down into the ground. That kind of helps activate your glutes and legs and core. So lift, let the chest lift. Maybe the legs lift as well. Reaching. You can stay here or feel free to move your arms and legs as fast or as slow as you like. For 3, 2, 1. Relax. Stack your hands. Other cheek comes down on your hands. Let's come back to center. Take your hands, bring them underneath your shoulders. We're gonna move in and out of cobra. Tuck your elbows in tight to your body. Again, hands are underneath the shoulders. You inhale up and you exhale down. You inhale up and you exhale down. If this is easy for you, you might move into inhaling up to up dog and exhaling down to your belly. Good. In down on your belly, hands underneath shoulders, shifting your weight back. Let's come back to table position. And we're gonna move into those bird dogs we did earlier, but we're just gonna add a little more to it. So all I want you to do, extend your right leg back. Remember, you can stay with leg only, or you can do leg and arm. If you're comfortable here, bend your knee and your elbow out to the side. Come back to center, and then release. Remember, you can just do leg only as well. Left foot, right leg, bend elbow and knee out to the side if you're comfortable. Back to center, and relax. So one more time. Right leg, left arm, bend out to the side, back to center, relax. Right arm, left leg, out to the side, back to center, and relax. Good. Bring those knees out wide, bring those big toes together, float your body back, come into child's pose. Go ahead and come out of your child's pose a little bit. This time, bring these knees together and then melt down to your child's pose, resting down on top of the knees and letting your arms rest at your sides. We'll just spend a few more breaths here, letting that space in between our shoulder blades release and letting our shoulders release. On your next inhale, roll up. Take those legs, extend them out in front of you. Inhale, nice, tall, straight back. Exhale, I want you to just walk your fingers forward. Try to keep your back straight and try to lead with your chest instead of rounding the spine. Don't worry about reaching for your feet. Just keep going until you can't go anymore. And then as you breathe into the pose, maybe your legs loosen up and release. Couple more breaths, so maybe you go deeper. Roll back to a seated position, neutral spine again. Good, bend those knees. Bring the bottom of the feet together. Hands can cup the feet. And then I want you to take your thumbs and bring them to the inside arches of your feet. Walk your heels in as close as possible. And then peel your feet open like a book. Should feel those hips opening up. If you want to lay forward a little bit, you can do that too. Couple more breaths. And come back up to a seated position. Extend those legs out in front. Let's take our right leg and cross it on top of our left. If you can, stack those knees one on top of the other. And if you can, bend the bottom leg as well. But if this isn't comfortable, you can just come to easy pose with your right leg, your right shin in front. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, melt your chest down towards the top leg. Feeling the stretch in the outside of that hip along our IT band. And maybe as you breathe, you come deeper. Couple more breaths. And start to roll back up to a neutral spine. And we'll change the orientation of our legs. This time, bring the left leg on top of the right. Knees can step. Or remember, you can come to easy pose, but just switch the orientation of your legs. So bring your left shin in front this time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to lower down towards your legs. Couple more breaths on this side. Roll back up to a seated position. Release those legs, bring the feet out in front, knees are bent. Scoop those hips close to the heels. Wrap your hands around your knees or around your thighs. Roll down to your back. Let's just take a moment here, bringing our feet to either side of our mat, letting our knees fall in. Knees resting are resting on each other. Bring your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your belly. And just breathe. Now let's release our position here, bringing our feet back underneath the knees. Take your hands, rest them at your sides, walking your feet in until your fingertips graze your heels. And then let's make sure that lower back is flat on the ground. So you may have to tilt your pelvis towards you to be able to press that lower back into the ground. Then I want you to squeeze your glutes, squeeze the back of your thighs. Start to lift your hips until you make a ramp from your knees down towards your shoulders. Coming into bridge pose. If you want a little more, you can interlace the fingers underneath your body and roll those shoulders under. Only if it's comfortable for you. Press those knees together as if you have an imaginary block there. Take an inhale. Exhale. Roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Take your knees, bring up your feet, bring them to the edges of your mat. Knees fall together. Left hand over your heart, right hand on your belly. And just breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, hug your knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. Maybe your knees even move in a circle. Come back to center. Release your arms. Use your left hand to pull both knees over to the left side. Right arm extends to the side, and you bend at your elbow, making a cactus shape with your arm. And your gaze comes over to the right. Just a nice spinal twist here. Take an inhale. Exhale those knees back to center. Hugging them back into the chest. Then use your right hand to pull your knees over to the right. Left arm cactuses to the side. And look over to the left if you can. Just deepening your stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale those knees back to center. Release the knees, bring the bottom of the feet together and let them rest on the ground. Hands can be open at your sides, palms facing upward, or hands can rest on your belly. If it feels really intense on your hips, just walk your feet out a little bit. Scoot your feet out further. Just surrender to the pose as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale, let those feet reach the corners of your mat. Let your palms come upward as you move into Savasana. If you want to come to a seated position, you can do that too. And we'll just come back again to some calming breaths. So this time as you breathe, inhale through your nose to a count of 3. Exhale through your nose to a count of 6. Inhale to 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale to 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back to your natural breath. We're just taking some time for mindfulness here. Tapping into our breath. Noticing how it feels as it moves throughout our body. Letting our bodies relax deeper with each exhale. Letting our bodies melt into the surface of the floor. Deeper and deeper. Getting more and more relaxed. But for today's Savasana, I want to bring you to expressing gratitude. When there's a lot of bad things going on in the world, it's hard to remember the things that we are grateful for. Take the time now to pick 3 things that you are grateful for. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's being employed. Maybe it's waking up this morning. Maybe it's people that love you. Maybe it's food in your belly. For each thing you've picked to show gratitude for, just thank the universe. Thank the universe or the higher power in which you believe. Thank you for. Thank you for. Thank you for. When you express gratitude for things, you allow room for more good things to come into your life. More things to be grateful for. We'll just spend our next few moments with gratitude in our hearts. Maybe thinking of 3 more things you're grateful for. Thanking the universe or the higher power in which you believe for those 3 things. On your next inhale, begin to bring movement into your body. Coming back into your body, back into the room. Subtle movements, wiggling your fingers and toes, shifting your body from side to side. And if you're laying down, roll over onto your favorite side, using your arm as a pillow. Taking time now to extend gratitude towards the self. We're practicing self-care, self-love today. And on your next inhale, roll up to a comfortable seated position. Palms facing upward for receiving and gratitude. Let's inhale, bring the hands up above us, letting them meet at the top. Exhale, bringing all that loving gratitude, energy, and warmth down to the heart. And right now, I want to express gratitude for you, for being my student, for allowing me to be your guide, and for being here with me, sharing your time, your energy, and your space. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Next week will be our last practice of the year. Then we'll take a break through December and we'll resume in January. And I think for January, we're going to move strictly to YouTube. So I'll be streaming only to YouTube instead of Facebook and YouTube. So make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube or that you have the link, Black Yogi Nico Marie. And thank you for being here. I hope your day is lovely. Peace and love.